Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is Sherbaz Khan from TCW. So recently we just helped organize a race with Special Olympics Pakistan. It was a great overall experience. What started out as us reaching out to Special Olympics and telling them that we have some suggestions to maybe improve this race, but then it turned out to be us technically organizing the race from the distance, the patrolling, the lead vehicles, and the timing overall. Two of the reasons we came on board was for mainly making sure the runners who are taking part in the race, as well as the special people, have a great experience overall. Secondly, as I said, we were trying to make the race even more technically sound as much as we could, considering the current resources that we had. Now, there were some technical shortcomings from our end and some factors which were not really in our control, but we tried with our level best to make it as technically sound as it could have been. We're going to try even harder next time. We've learned a lot of things and we will improve over time, and inshallah you have to keep supporting us, and we will make some really amazing races happen in the future, inshallah, where we'll have international athletes coming in as well. One of our goals and dreams is to have an international level event where IAAF, now known as World Athletics, is on board with us, and we make sure to meet all the standards that are followed internationally. So stay tuned and let's make it happen. Now I'd like to thank everybody who helped us make this race happen. Starting with the Chief Judge, Sir Talib. Sir Talib is a pioneer in athletics in Pakistan. He brought some of those practices that are being practiced internationally to Pakistan. He founded Athletics Fitness School in 1977 and has trained many of the international and national athletes under his supervision. So he was a legend, he is a legend, and he will continue to be a legend. And he became the Chief Judge and was invited to this race as the Chief Judge, and that's an honor for us that he accepted that invitation and he honored us with his presence. Then I'd like to thank Bilal Hussain, who took the role of race director. He was the main brain behind this race, taking care of all the technical details. Granted, there were some technical difficulties that we faced on the event day, but the plan was solid, and thanks to Bilal, we had a greatly planned race. I'd also like to thank Hamid, who came from Athletics Fitness School, and all the other athletes who came from Athletics Fitness School. Then I'd come to the responsibilities of the finish desk, which was a very important aspect of the race. There we had Zarmina Khan, we had Sobia Ali, we had Maruf, and we had the relentless efforts of Zara and her team. So we are very thankful to all of you for all of the great work that you've done and stood past all the difficulties that you faced at the finish desk. You still made it happen, and we are very proud of all of you, and we are very thankful that you helped us out. Rafe and Cheryl and all the other volunteers at the finish desk, thank you so much for being the ushers there and overall coordinating people. You were a big help for all of us fulfilling our responsibilities at the finish desk. I'd like to move to the checkpoints teams, starting with the shortest distance first, which was the 5K U-turn. Meena Iqbal Farooqi for doing a tremendous job and really owning her duties as a volunteer, as a coordinator. She brought forth a lot of school children with her, and all of them at the checkpoint made sure that everybody was pumped up and everybody got their bands and water. And we're really proud of you, and thank you so much. Meena Iqbal, even Anam Iqbal Dayam, thank you all for being there and making the 5K checkpoint a success. Then we move on to the 10K checkpoint. Over there we had the coordinating volunteers, Tawheed Rabbani Khan, Nofil, Uzair Isani, Bilal Hassan, and all the volunteers who were there basically functioning as a group, as a team, making sure everybody gets their water and their bands. We're very thankful to all of you. And then last but not least, we have the half marathon checkpoint, which was the furthest distance in the race. Over there we had Jansher Khan, Shoaib Umar, Abdullah Babar. Thank you all for really owning that checkpoint because it was the hardest races and people really needed that extra pump that you guys provided. thank you, all of you, all the volunteers there, everybody. Thank you so much for boosting their energy, boosting their spirits, and trust me, all of them, everybody at every checkpoint, all of them were telling us later with the messages that flooded in that they received so much motivation at those points because of you guys. Because at that point there was nobody else to cheer them up, it was just you. So I'm really proud, we as a team really appreciate your efforts there and all the energy that you put in. Thank you so much. Then I want to mention the patrolling teams, everybody who was in the patrolling team. I was the patrolling head, but I think everybody did a phenomenal job. Whenever I saw somebody from the patrolling team, I felt like, you know, there were more eyes on the road than just mine. I'd like to take the names of all those who were patrolling. There was Tahir from Athletics Fitness School and the other Athletics Fitness School athletes. I'd like to thank Bilal Ali, Saeed Hassan, Muhammad Umar and Shahzad Afridi. All of you were again a sight for sore eyes, and you basically made the race a safer place and made everybody feel comfortable. So I really appreciate all of you. It was not an easy job, but you guys still made it happen, and the whole team is very proud of you. Also, thank you to everybody who provided us with some of the resources that we used throughout the race, starting with Sami, Dr. Sabdar, Dr. Sovia, Khurram Khan with his friend Waqas Ali, who brought his drone and provided us with the drone footage. We had Shuhaib Umar. So thank you all. We all basically worked as a team and provided all the resources that we had, and you guys really proved again that you really are a team, and we work together as a family in TCW. Huge thank you to Ronak Lakhani from Special Olympics Pakistan and to the team who helped us make it happen. Danial Alvi, who's the National Director of SOP. We had Taha, we had Saif, Sara, and all of the coordinating people from SOP. Thank you so much for bringing us on board, and we really appreciate that we worked together and we had a great time working. Lastly, my last message is to all the runners who participated. Thank you so much for coming to the race. Thank you so much for participating in Special Olympics Pakistan's marathon. I'd like to specifically mention the name of some of the TCW runners, because if I would know the names of everybody, I'd probably mention everybody. But I'm going to talk about some of the star runners that we know of that broke some barriers, starting with Arsalan Walid Zafar, who did his first half marathon. Hina Safdar for completing her 10K and being the only TCW female runner on ground. Even though, Hina, I asked you to volunteer, but you were wanting to run, which I was very proud to see. We need more female runners in our community participating just like you are. So thank you again for being there. I'd like to congratulate Sherbaz Khan on his first ever 10K, and you've been with us training for such a long time, and it's finally a great sight to see that you are now completing distances such as 10K, and eventually in the future you'll also be doing your half marathons. In the end, overall we had a lot of fun. There was a lot of planning. Some of the members like Shahzad Afridi and Muhammad Umar and Bilal Hussain and I were there since a night before, and the SOP team members were there a lot before that. So a lot of effort goes into making events like these happen, and we're really thankful to everybody who came out, supported us, and basically gave us all the feedback that we received later. We thank you all from the depths of our heart, and we just, although I tried to be as thorough as I could, we just don't have enough words to thank all of you. With that, I'd sign off. This is Sherbaz Khan, Team Director at TCW. We'll see you another day, another race. Allah Hafiz.